Hey there, Libra. It's Jen here from Tarot Spirit. I'm doing a reading for July. I have my phone out because I'm looking, not because I'm being rude, because you can't even see it. Because I'm looking up, I just had a bee. Spirit animal? Let's see, traits. I just had a bee dive bomb me as I was getting ready for your reading, so let's see. Bees as an animal totem have very significant meanings and implications in the realm of spirituality. They are progressive, industrious, and hardworking, hence the term busy bee. Bees are symbolic of the ultimate degree of fertility and sexuality, their byproducts being the sweet honey of life. Whoa, okay, that took a turn I wasn't expecting. What website did I get it for? sunsigns.org. Make sure I cite my sources here. I'm in a mood this morning. I'm just gonna tell you, in a good mood, but it's a little weird. Libra, July 2020. On July 5th, there's a full moon in Capricorn, and on July 20th, we have our second new moon in Cancer. We had one also June 21st. So thank you for joining me. We're just going to pull some cards for you guys and see what's going on with your sweet honey life. Busy like bees, busy procreating. Like, what does that mean? Seems good, whatever it is. Libra. Okay. I'm outside and the sun is hitting me. If you're at all interested in moon energy, I highly suggest you look up your favorite astrologer and check out how these eclipses that just happened in June and these two new moons in Cancer, how these moons are going to affect you, because there's a lot going on. I think you might find it pretty interesting. Okay, at the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Autumn, which is the Seven of Pentacles. And this is a card of patience, of waiting, of understanding that some things are a process that you can't rush. Just like the cycles of the moon. But not everything's as obvious as that. If it's a new moon, you're going to have to wait a certain amount of days for the full moon. But there are many things in life that are much grayer and much more difficult to determine. So we'll see. Okay, so definitely trust your gut. Trust your gut and be wary of people who are always telling you how great they are. If people have to tell you how great they are and boast about themselves, that is a red flag for a very insecure person that's operating on a more primitive vibe. So they're going to be very reactionary and very self-centered. So this high priestess is asking you to check your gut. Yeah, I'm seeing my crystals. To check your gut, listen to your gut. If you feel something isn't right, believe that. Go with that. Think about that. Factor that into your decision making. What does this say? Trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. The Seven of Pentacles, have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money. I know sometimes Libra struggles with analysis paralysis, I'll call it. So But this is a time to lay off yourself. If you're saying I have to make a decision, I have to make a decision, um, or you're just gonna be like, I've been patient enough. Here's my you're gonna be sick of the analysis paralysis and just make a decision. So the Two of Pentacles, this is being very busy, lots of busy work. Sometimes this card comes up when you're purposefully keeping yourself busy in order to avoid dealing with other things. I'm just too busy. I'm exhausted because I've been going all day, and overscheduling yourself and overcommitting to things. Or it can just be that you have kids and work and you're always just running around. That sort of stopped though. Not for everyone. For a lot of people, for some people, especially in the medical field, got way worse. At least if you dealt with an area with COVID patients. But yeah, it's just like you may let a ball drop on purpose, and just give yourself permission that that's okay and to really focus. So it's almost like the full moon in Capricorn, even though Capricorn is the devil's in the details, which came out at the ego card, and being very focused and mature and an adult. That Capricorn's like the ultimate adulting energy that's ruled by Saturn. But I feel like sometimes part of being a responsible adult is delegating or not taking on responsibilities that are not truly yours. So that's the feeling I'm getting with that, is you're just going to drop a ball that isn't even, because it's someone else's ball. You're going to like take it and toss it to them and be like, here, you juggle it. It's yours. How did I get your ball? Why have I been juggling this for 20 fucking years? I don't know where that came from. I'm single. Maybe one of you felt like that, because I got this just like, oh my, yeah, I don't know. Someone's just fed up out there. 7 of Summer. Oh, I thought of that Dirty Head song, My Sweet Summer. Having that creative time to daydream and get your inspiration, your creative energy. I don't think people just sit down and write a book. They need to have that initial idea of the story before they can put pen to paper. So this card's often described as, oh, you're someone that's like scatterbrained and can't make a decision. But there's that other side to it, that very important planning and creative inspiration and energy part of the card. So maybe some of you, this would be a time to allow yourself to, especially between those 2 Cancer new moons, to really daydream and figure out. But I feel like you're getting really close, if not now, to putting pen to paper. I'm not reading the card. Bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities, an exceptional talent for multitasking. Yeah, just because you can doesn't mean you should, though. No more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. So that's the analysis paralysis. You have a good idea. Don't be so hard on yourself. Ooh, sorry. The Ace of Cups. Love it. What does she say? Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship, or the rebirth of a current one. The awakening of psychic abilities and spiritual epiphanies. Yeah, because we had that High Priestess, right? If you have a gut feeling, I almost said if you have a gut feeling, girl, which is not, I don't know, I'm from the north. That's just not something I would say, so I don't know if that connects with someone. Listen to your intuition, listen to your heart. insights that come through meditation. Maybe you are having some psychic, I could see that with the Seven of Cups, some psychic downloads or insight. And and it's like, whoa, I never really thought about being psychic before. Am I psychic? I totally feel like I know how things are going to play out. Four of Summer. I cannot stop. I can't get my sweet summer's gone. I won't sing. I'm a horrible singer. Four of Cups. What does she write? Being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity. Taking someone or something for granted. Discontentment with life. I feel like you're dealing with someone like this. You can run into these people anywhere. You can be married to them. They could be a relative. They could be a friend. They could be a coworker. Ugh, I've worked with some coworkers like that. Just like bring the whole vibe of the office down because this one person is so finicky. It's the Princess and the Pea, right? Just they never want to do like. Yeah. Okay. So the office where the person like pretty much doesn't do anything because no one ever wants to involve them because it's so much easier just to do the work yourself than to have to go through this person. But of course they don't ever want to take on anything, but they've taken a few tasks and they own it, and they like you feel like you have to go through a gauntlet to be able to work with them because you have to for these couple of things. They're just like Paul Blarth Malcott. What was his name? Blart Malcott. Like, I mean, just so into one. It's a little different because he took pride in his job and did a good job. But the things that they own, though, they like. I don't know. I can just see, I'm just laughing because I've worked with this type of person a couple of times. It seems like there's always one in every office and no one will do anything about it. It's a sweet gig, I guess. I like to be busy at work personally. But it's, so if it's not something like that, yeah, I mean, someone could be like that around the house, like decide that they do a couple certain tasks, and this happened to me actually, and everything else is your responsibility somehow. Yeah, this is a person that when you're around them, it just sucks because they're just negative, pessimistic. Oh, here's your card, Libra, Justice. It's the number 8 card in this deck. They do that. They go between the 8 and the 11 often. It can be switched with Strength in different decks. Take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. So if someone does have any legal action, this is positive. Maybe you're getting divorced from this sad mofo. Justice is balance, bringing things back into balance. And sometimes you have to take action in order to do that. Maybe you trusted your gut and looked into something and discovered infidelity, misuse of funds, spending money without telling the other person. But it could be something at work as well. Maybe you just have a feeling about a coworker or something, and you look into their work somehow, and it's not good, and then you kind of have to deal with that, which sucks. But it's your job to do the right thing, not to protect someone else. Five of Summer. This is the card of the breakup, and staying in this part of the breakup, the negative, the resentment, the pessimistic, the blaming. You'll know this person because nothing's their fault. They have no self-reflection on maybe what they could have done. They're always the victim. Everything happens to them, and everything's all about them. So, so great if you've gotten away from someone like that. I do feel like maybe here it does look like a divorce is finalized, and it goes in your favor. And then you have a new emotional beginning, and moving forward, your intuition. It was something about your intuition that brought all of this to a head. Like you knew something was up and you figured it out. So the Five of Summer is, yes, there's a grieving process, and again, it was a different reading that we were talking about things being a process. No, that was the Seven of Pentacles. But then there's a time to look forward to the future and the new opportunities, the new cups, the new things, positive emotions and things that will come to you. What does this say? Trust that there is a reason for that. Trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. That's it right here, because that connects to this sad pain in the ass over here. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others. Yeah, you can't keep carrying. They have to carry their own load now. You remember you threw that ball to them. It's like, and they're adults. It's funny how, and it can creep up on us slowly, how we start doing things for other people that we would never ask someone else to do for us, like take on responsibilities, and that other people, I don't know, it's just going to be kind of mind-blowing to you when you look back, like, wow, how did I get there? It usually happens slowly. This is the type of person you walk on eggshells around, and or their behavior is just like, what? That's like, things aren't adding up, and you dealt with it. And now there's this beautiful new beginning and this creativity. And you've either dropped their ball or threw it to them, and then they can choose to do whatever they want with it. You're not juggling their responsibilities. I feel like maybe the divorce is final, and it's like, you are not my responsibility anymore. And you are putting up very positive, strong boundaries. And I see you just being elated, free. Oh, I just had to take a deep breath of your freedom from something. Nice. Okay. I have a nice energy. Like you're like, oh great, getting divorced. I mean, you're not. It's not this. It's not going to be a surprise. Divorce takes a while, so it's not like, oh, I'm getting divorced. No, you would know this. This isn't going to be, unless, I mean, you could be, though, in the high priestess stage where you're like, is something going on, and you're starting that, but this has not been a fun relationship. Okay, this has not been a fun work atmosphere. This has not been a fun relationship with this person, whether they're a friend. Maybe this happened to me actually not too long ago. A friend that just is in the drama of it, and you are just like, shit or get off the pot. Like, I cannot hear you bitch about this person and hear all these horrible stories about this person, and you keep staying in it. Okay. Thanks, Libra. I hope you have a wonderful July. Take care.